prior to your last answer, you had mentioned how you don't like the word alcoholics. Why is that?
Yeah. Well, first of all, because it pretends that alcohol is your problem, and it's not your problem.
Ah,
So that's one thing. The other piece is it pretends that all people with alcohol problems have the same issues, and it's just not true. So I talk about in the book, uh, in the US, we go by something called the addiction disease model. The idea is addiction is a disease and it's a chronic disease, so it gets worse over time. I find huge issues with this. First of all, most diseases, like the actual term disease, means a specific biological dysfunction caused by a very specific factor. As we just talked about in the last problem, that's just not true in addiction. Some people have trauma, some people don't have trauma. Some people have these genetics and some people don't. Some people have protective biological factors. Some people have um, learning, like they have no trauma, they have no biological underpinning, but they grew up in a household with drinking all around them. So they've been drinking since they were 12, right? 11, whatever. So what happens is there's another word to describe the idea that you can have the exact same symptoms come out of a completely different set of causes, and that's called a syndrome. A syndrome is literally, that's literally the meaning. It's a set of symptoms that show up together. They're like a cluster of symptoms, but they can have totally different causes.